How you should be, I ain't going back to those days. Young niggas suffering from old age, living his life to the fullest. Oh yeah, baby, that's your hair? Well, come here, let me pull it.
Last time, what's going on, guys? So the last time you saw me, I got off the phone with the actual owner and my camera had died. So it was the owner for this property whom the actual, the friend of the family is the quote-unquote owner, the person of contact. The owner passed away, so they're in the estate planning stage and they're actually able to sell the property. So the last phone conversation, if you remember, the person who I was talking to, they have to figure out how much is owed on the mortgage before they actually accept the offer of $70,000, or they get $74,500 if they clean out the property. So before they accept that offer, they want to make sure that how much they owe, so that the people who have to sign off on the deal, they know how much they're going to get on the property before they actually sell the property. Basically, if the mortgage is $50,000 and they're selling at $70,000, they know that they're going to get $20,000 versus them signing it and not knowing if the mortgage is $50,000 or if the mortgage is $70,000 and they get nothing. You get what I'm saying? So that's basically where we're at. But this was on, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday. So now here we are. Today is Monday. I wanted to give it as much time as possible for him to call them back. If you remember, I suggested that the attorney who I spoke with in the studio session, I suggested that, they may be able to tell us something. I suggested I give the attorney a call back. He was like, no, I don't want to deal with the attorney. You told me more than what the attorney has already told me, so I don't want to deal with the attorney. So I respect his decision. However, the attorney is supposed to get paid like $8,000. And the thing about the attorney, they're going to work to get their money. So if they know that they have a buyer here, a buyer that's ready to buy the property, that's how they get paid from the whole transaction, right? So that being said, I'm gonna suggest to him, and I'm gonna do it lightly. I'm not gonna press it too much today. I'm gonna just follow up, see if he's already called. But I'm gonna suggest somewhat and say like, hey, and I didn't want to push it that day. I'm not gonna push it too much right now either. The best thing that we can do for the situation is give it as much time as possible. Now, this being said, I'm gonna say like, hey, have you followed up with the actual mortgage company? If they say yes, they call the mortgage company, then I'll say great, what they say, and then we'll figure it out. If they say they haven't called the mortgage company, then I'll say, hey, when can you give them a call? If they say yes, I've called them, but they're not giving me any information, then it'll make it easier for me to suggest that we just let the attorney get involved. They don't want to get the attorney involved because they feel like the attorney's going to be asked for more money, right? So they're going to charge them more money, more than the $8,000 that they already owe. So all of this being said, I know it's a lot, but all of this being said, basically what's about to happen right now is I'm about to call the person of contact, ask them if they, if they've already called the mortgage company to see how much is owed on it. I'm gonna politely, kind of lightly, very lightly suggest, depending on what they say, that hey, the attorney, maybe we can give the attorney a call. You'll see how I say it. I really, it just depends on how I feel, but it'll probably go something like, hey, maybe we can give the attorney a call. Or maybe we can get the attorney involved, or maybe we can have the attorney. Maybe we can have the attorney, or maybe maybe I'll just give the attorney. I said this last time, and you saw if you watched the conversation, you saw what happened. But maybe we can get the attorney involved, or I might not even try to sugarcoat it for real, but like just hey, whoever I'm talking to, if it's too much for you guys to figure out, one thing that will help is getting the attorney involved, because they can't get paid until you close on the deal. So they'll be more willing and more motivated to actually help find out how much is owed on this property. Now, depending on what the conversation is like, it's all the time. It's not best to go like that, right? Sometimes you want to let people figure things out themselves. So you don't want to just say that all the time. So it depends on how the conversation goes. It's better for him to figure it out himself, or for them to figure it out themselves. You know what I mean? But that being said, I'm gonna do it lightly. I might just go in and say that all the way, or I might just do it lighter than that. So it'll be somewhere in the middle, but we'll see. Honestly, really not sure how it's gonna come out, but I do know, so it'll come to me perfectly. Another thing that happened this morning, the person for this property I sold a long time ago is still trying to get their deal or their electricity bill paid off. Now, if you saw on camera that I called the person who I sold it to, they said that they'd take care of it. Now, what I believe has happened is that they called, and the person, the electric company, they told them that, hey, you don't owe any money. It's this person who owes us money. So the person who's sold the property owes us money, not you. So they're probably not even worried about it. That's what I kind of feel like happening. Is they're showing me the bill, and the bill is in, you know, the ex-seller, this person who sold the property's name. It's not in the new buyer's name. And I've already expressed this to the new buyer, but they probably did call, and it probably was like, you don't owe anything, it's this person. So it's one of them things when you're wholesaling, it's a bad look, because in reality, I don't even have to be dealing with this, truthfully. A lot of people don't. They just be like, I'm done with it after they sell the property. However, I do want to see them, you know, I would like to see good business done and for me to provide a full solution. So this being said, I'll still call that guy again. It's on my schedule. However, ultimately, I can't force him to actually pay that bill. So that's what I kind of saw this morning. I was like, oh, that's kind of seemed like what's happening. It's like $3,000 bill. I can't force him to pay it. The person who's selling the property is saying that they only owe $800. So that means that the person who bought the property is supposed to pay, you know, extra $2,000, $2,100, $2,200 for something that I can't force them to do it. You feel me? That's the only thing that's like, dang, I really can't force them to do. So we'll see what happens. It's on my schedule, but let me get this figured out first. All right, so I'm about to make this call. Okay, so I'm not all the way sure. First thing, I'm gonna just check and see where he's at with things. I'll fill out the conversation from there, see where we're at. So let's go ahead and make this happen right now. Hey, good afternoon. It's D'Angelo following up. Did I catch you at a bad time? Hey, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah.
Perfect. Yes, sir. I said this is D'Angelo, just following up on. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, you know what? If you can give me a call back in about an hour, I want to give you a phone number so you can talk to her and explain to her exactly what you told me.
Okay, we'll do it.
I'm sorry.
I said, okay, yeah, I can do that. So call back about 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, I'll give you a call back. It ain't gonna take an hour.
Perfect. That sounds good.
Yeah, I'll call you back in about a half hour, and I want to give you her phone number. You call and explain to her, you know, exactly what you do know about what's going on.
Right. Okay. That'll work then.
Okay. Hey, thanks a lot, man.
Yes, sir. Likewise.
All right.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. Yes, sir. Likewise. I like saying my pleasure. I like saying likewise. I like saying my pleasure. Sometimes I like to just say you're welcome, but sometimes I feel like, why do I be feeling like, do anybody else feel like this? When you say you're welcome, it kind of makes you feel like you're like you're welcome. But at the same time, that's what they put it there for. I feel like you gotta say thank you, then say you're welcome. When you're thank you, supposed to say, I don't know, this random stuff I be thinking about. Random stuff be hitting me after the phone call. All right, I'm done. All right, anyway, so this is a different approach. See, I'm happy I called and asked. This way I talk to the actual person. So this is, like I said, a friend and family. Now I'm going to actually talk to the person of contact who is, the house was deeded to, basically. You know, the people who are on the estate, the administrator of the estate, that's what it's called. So that's pretty awesome. I'm excited about that. Now things are really moving along. I can feel it more. I gotta work on that though. When they say, thank you, man. Hey, you're welcome, man. Talk soon. First, it's likewise. I like that. Hey, you're welcome, man. Talk soon. Hey, you're welcome, man. Talk soon. Hey, thank you, man. Hey, you're welcome, man. Talk soon. Hey, you're welcome. Talk soon, my guy. Hey, man, you're welcome. Talk soon. Matter of fact, have a good day. I'm doing the most. All right, I'll talk to you later. If I get this on camera, that'll be perfect. If not, then I'll update you. As always, get the stuff. Hey, man, as always, get the stuff. What's going on, Steppers? I just got the number, and I'm about to give them a call right now. Let's get to it. Hey, this is D'Angelo. Gave me your number regarding blood. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Oh no, it's the time and it's perfect.
Great.
How are you?
Perfect. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right.
Good, good.
No sense in complaining, huh?
Right, no doubt. Another day of life.
Right.
Okay.
So what you got for me, D'Angelo? What's up?
Yes. So for the property on, I took a walk through with the other day. Very interested in the property. Decided to go ahead and make the offer at 70,000 cash as is for the property. Um, One thing that we did find is that there is a mortgage and perhaps a second mortgage on the property. Now, we weren't able to verify if the mortgage was released, so I was able to email that information over. But we weren't able to verify if the mortgage is released or not. So the point that we're at is, we're able to offer you 70,000. We can close on the property right after we complete the title search on it, and also right after I believe the courts have to sign off on it, and the attorney has to sign off on it as well. But before we do that, it'll be best for us to find out, how much is owed on the actual mortgage of the property. So that's the point that we're at with the property. We like it. We can take it as is at 70, or if you guys want to clean it out, then we can do 74,500. But it's entirely up to you guys. We're able to close really within a week time once we find out that the courts are able to approve it. Do you have any questions for me from there or anything?
You said if it's cleaned out, it's 74.5.
Yes. If you go ahead and clean it out,
Mm-hmm.
and then or as is.
So,
Mhm.
so how do you find out the payoff on the house?
So
As far as I know, there is still a small mortgage left on it.
right. So there's a few different ways that we can go about it regarding the payoff. So for you guys, you could give the mortgage company a call. So I believe we had the right information as far as the mortgage companies. It was Select Servicing Portfolio, and HSBC. It was either one of those. So we believe that that's the right information. But another thing you can do is, maybe work with the attorney and give them a call as well, just to find out. I know they've been, kind of difficult to work with, or maybe not as insightful. But if you can go to them with the information saying like, hey, I have someone willing to buy the property. The only thing I want to do is find out how much is owed on it. That way I know if I'm able, how much I'm able to walk away with if I accept this offer or when I accept this offer. So that way the attorney is more willing, to hopefully give more information on for you guys. So that's one way about it. Or you guys can try to give the mortgage company them call yourself. The only thing that I've had trouble with before working with clients is, sometimes it depends on what you have to provide with the mortgage company, because the actual owner of the mortgage is not alive. So. Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for the information.
Mm-hmm.
So that's different avenues I could take
Yes.
if needed. Okay. Thank you. So that gives me something to think about, D'Angelo. I appreciate you calling. I'm going to consider the information you're giving, and I'll get back to you in a couple of days.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I respect that. And if there's any other, way I can help, don't hesitate to give me a call. You have my number there on the caller ID?
Yeah, I do. I have the 8.
Yes, that's my number. So you can give me a call or a text there at any time, okay?
Okay. Will do.
All right.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
You too. Appreciate your time. Bye-bye.
Okay. Goodbye.
Okay, so I feel like I did good. I feel like I did good overall. I provided information. The thing I did, with the offers, I just threw them in there, slid them in there. It was more so about the information. So I guess something I could have done more with is, explain more about the clothes. I could have did more of explaining. The thing is, I'm not gonna say I could have done more because if I did any more, it could have been too much. You feel me? So I did what I did. I feel like I did good, man. I feel like I did good. All right, bye. What's going on, Steppers? What's going on, Steppers? So I'm about to go ahead and follow up with this property owner from the other day. You know what I'm talking about. The person of contact for the... How do I explain this? What's up, Steppers? So I'm about to go ahead and follow up with the person of contact from the other day. You know, I spoke with